Welcome back. This is the Whisky Couch in Pretoria, South Africa. My name is GUSTAV MULLER, and in this video, Whisky Tasting and Food Pairing Review number 130. Today's whisky is the second one in this mini-series that I'm doing on no-age statement peated whiskies. So the first one was the Benromach Organic Special Edition, and in this video, the Port Charlotte heavily peated Scottish barley, and in the next third and final video, I'm going to review the Talisker Dark Storm, and I will also be giving some wonderful food pairing recommendations. But for today, Port Charlotte Scottish barley heavily peated from the Bruichladdich distillery, founded in 1881. And it is owned by the drinks giant Rémy Cointreau. It is situated on the very well-known island of Islay. This is our Scottish map, lowlands, highlands. And just off the southwest coast, there you have the island of Islay right there. And I'm going to show you a close-up. I have got a map here of the island, actually, where you can see all the distilleries, and this is where Bruichladdich is, on the banks of Loch Indaal. Right there is where Bruichladdich distillery is situated. That is a picture of what it looks like, and I've got some more pictures here just to give you a good idea. One of my favorite distilleries on Islay, and that is the visiting center. And I say favorite based on my visiting center experience, which is perhaps not a very good criteria, but I had a wonderful time when I visited the Bruichladdich distillery. So this whiskey today, I already poured my dram a little before I started the video, just to give it time to settle. This here is the gift tube, metal gift tube, and it says here bottled at 50% alcohol by volume and peated to 40 parts per million and bottled using Islay spring water from the Octomore field of Farmer James Brown. Port Charlotte heavily peated Bruichladdich Scotch whisky, distilled, matured and bottled at the Bruichladdich distillery, non-chill filtered, colouring free, which is a very good thing. And from what I could find in the literature that's available, this whisky was matured in, as they said in the literature, carefully selected oak casks. Based on the color, there was no sherry cask involved in the maturation of this heavily peated whiskey. So here goes. A very nice light color, yellow gold color. Port Charlotte Scottish barley, heavily peated, Islay single malt, sweet peat smoke. Oh, very nice. It just triggers wonderful memories. Sweet peat smoke and an earthy note, like damp forest aromas. Oak wood, sea salt, lemon citrus, and just a hint of sweet vanilla. That is what I can pick up on the nose of this whiskey. The nose does not indicate 40 parts per million heavily peat smoke. That I can tell you. For me personally, not at all. It smells like a very lightly peated whiskey. Wow, 50% ABV. I did not prepare myself for that. And a bit more peat smoke on the palate. So, a alcohol punch, peat smoke on the palate. Sweet vanilla, lots of sweet notes on the palate. Sweet vanilla, sweet toffee, sweet caramel. And then the citrus, lemon that I got on the nose, also on the palate. But the oily barbecue smoke is very, very nice. Sea salt again on the palate, some pepper notes that I'm picking up now as I'm sitting. Smooth, very smooth. I need to take another sip. Wow, warm. The finish is long, it's warm, it's salty, it's briny. There's some oak spices in the finish and the hints of sweet vanilla. But the 50% ABV, I'm just reaching out for this water to see what will happen if I just bring down that ABV a little bit. Long finish, it's still there, lingering. The sweet notes, the smoky notes, the briny notes, it's still there. Bit of water that I added. Maybe you can see the effect there. Yellow gold color. More earthy peat. And sweet notes. Wonderful. It's going to be very difficult to decide which one is for me the favorite between these three, that's for sure. Few drops of water. Wonderful. Sweet and then salty and smoky. But a few drops of water brings down the ABV a little, and it is much smoother with not such a harsh alcohol punch. Very flavorful. Sure, my summary for this would be sweet peat fire mixed with salty ocean mist. That would be my summary for this dram. And I must say it is a very decent, no age statement peated whiskey. I did taste the Islay barley at the distillery, and I must say that for me personally was a bit better. But this one, very decent. The price here in South Africa is around R1,000, £45 in the UK, 50 euros, and $55 to $60 in the US. If you want to pair this with a food snack, then I would recommend that you connect with the vanilla notes with a food snack that has vanilla in its flavor profile, or otherwise the citrus lime notes with something like this. Lindt Excellence Lime Intense Dark Chocolate. I tried this with this particular whiskey and it worked perfectly. Otherwise, something that usually works quite well with a peated whiskey is vanilla fudge. Then you connect with the vanilla. Or you can also do something seafood like oysters or shrimps or prawns pan fried in lemon butter sauce, and right at the end, a tablespoon of whiskey in the pan, and then you caramelize it in that whiskey, and that makes for a fantastic flavor companion. But I've got today a smoked trout pate. Smoked trout pate on a cracker. This is what it looks like. And this is one of my favorite pairings with peated whiskey. That is what it looks like. The light is a bit harsh here. So I'm going to try that smoked trout pate. So it's got the smokiness, but it also has the sweet meat flavors of the trout fish on a cracker to give you that bit of saltiness. I think it's going to work perfectly. This works. This is such a good pairing. Wow, it just goes hand in hand. It's just perfect. Smoked trout, so the trout sweetness and the smokiness and the cracker and everything, it just works. I'm very satisfied with this one. Fantastic. Thank you very much for joining me on this adventure. Thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing to our channel, and thank you to also tell your friends about the Whiskey Couch channel. So I'll see you tomorrow when we conclude this series with the third whiskey, the Talisker Dark Storm, that I'm going to review, and I'll give some food pairing recommendations. Till then, sláinte.